A bone found at Lake Mead 1 year ago, but this is the first time the public is hearing about it as the 8 News Now I-Team exposes what happened. It seems a mistake may have been made after the discovery. While one government agency refuses to answer questions, another says it has no documentation.
Well, the I-Team's Vanessa Murphy has been working on this all week long to find you answers. She has more now from Mojave County, Arizona.
This is where one family says they found a bone here at Lake Mead. We're at South Cove. This is where the Colorado River begins to form the lake. Now, what's unclear is what the National Park Service did with the bone.
We were standing out there.
Bruce Barker says he was here with his family in July of 2021 when his granddaughter Kimmy, who we talked with via Zoom, made a discovery.
I reached down, picked it up, and I was like, "Ooh, look at that!" And then I went off to my grandpa and I go, "Grandpa, look what I found."
Appeared to be a human femur.
He says they later called the National Park Service. When you contacted them, what were your hopes?
Well, my hope was that it would actually be a human femur and they could do some DNA and give somebody closure on what might have happened to maybe their loved ones.
But the 8 News Now I-Team has learned that never happened. After reaching out to the National Park Service multiple times by phone, email, and even showing up at the Boulder City office, we received this email stating medical officials determined the bone was not human. So we reached out to the Mojave County Medical Examiner's office, and a manager said the office sent a photo to a forensic anthropologist who said it was an animal bone, and then the bone was destroyed.
That would be a tragedy if that is what happened.
The I-Team showed these photos to 2 board-certified forensic anthropologists.
So that's the thigh bone, the upper bone of the leg.
Are you 100% sure?
Yeah. That's a femur.
So it's all very distinctively a human bone.
When we asked the medical examiner's office for documentation, the manager said there is none. She also refused to provide the name of the forensic anthropologist who she said reviewed a photo. And the head of the office said there's no correlating case in their files.
If I get a case in and it's not human, it still goes in my logbook. I still retain the emails or I retain the text messages. However, I got that. So that's a problem.
The National Park Service stated it entered the bone into evidence. But what remains unclear is whether the agency then handed it to the medical examiner's office or sent a photo. The agency repeatedly ignored our questions.
Would any trained forensic anthropologist think that's an animal bone?
I shouldn't think so.
Bruce Barker points out when his granddaughter found that bone 1 year ago, the lake was 27 feet higher. Vanessa Murphy, live, local, now.